is Maya Diamond here, popping in for your Thursday live Q&A, and I'm using this really cool background that I've never used before, which I really like. And as you can see, I have the Klimt art background, which I love, and this is one of my favorite paintings. So beautiful, just showing this beautiful love and connection. So I'm here to, first of all, just announce my new podcast, which is called Rewire Your Attachment Style with Maya Diamond. You can go to iTunes or you can go to Stitcher and find the podcast and listen. And I would be so excited if you could give it a 5-star rating and a review, a shining review. That would be amazing. I would be so grateful, and it would just help us reach so many more women and so many more people around the world. So, and I just want to say that the podcast is going to be a combination of interviews with experts, interviews with clients that I've worked with, solo shows with me where you get to learn, and then also interviews with secure functioning couples. You can really get a sense of what that looks like and feels like. So, so awesome to have you here. Sonia, I see, is here. And now, if anyone has any questions for me around dating, relationships, intimacy, sexuality, so wonderful to have you, Janet. Please feel free to write in the chat box, in the comment box below. Hello. Hi, Janet. So happy to have you here. So please write in, any comments. Any questions that you have. It could be about the podcast. It could be about your love life. And I would love to help you. So, I hope you're enjoying this lovely Thursday. Hope you're enjoying this lovely background. It's very exciting. It reminds me of the 80s. Reminds me of being a child in the 80s, which is really fun. So, if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I am super excited to answer your questions. Where are you struggling right now in your love life, and how can I help you with that? Love to know. Please feel free to write it in the chat box. Don't be shy. I'm all ears. I want to hear everything. And while I'm waiting for that, I'll just say a little bit more about the podcast. So I'm going to be coming out with an episode every single week. So that's the other thing, is make sure to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher, because then you will get notifications that I have a new podcast out, and then you'll make sure that you see them, which will be awesome. Okay, how to get more out of a guy in passion? Great question, Janet. So is he not initiating sex? Is he, not as physically affectionate? Can you tell me what's going on and how long you have been with this person? That would be helpful for me to help you a little more. If you can give me a little more info, Janet, and write it in the chat box, that would be super helpful. And I'll just start kind of talking about it, and then I'll say more as you give me more info. So if there is, if you can just share more about your situation, that will help me give you the right and as good info as possible. So I would say, I would love to know, my husband for 11 years. And how long has this been going on in terms of the passion piece? Okay, so I would love for you to answer that question. How long has this been going on in terms of the passion? Number one, I would ask him to find out if he will get tested for his testosterone levels and find out what's going on there, because it could be a health issue. Number two, before that, number one, I would find out if what's going on. I would really recommend asking him just wondering, how are you feeling about our sex life? How are you feeling about our passion and intimacy? Is there anything that you're wanting more of? This is what I'm wanting more of. And, just really have a conversation. Have you had a conversation about it? And then if you've had a conversation, if you guys have made requests, if you've been, doing what he's been asking for, have you guys, it's been happening for a while. And have you guys had a conversation? And have you guys really made clear your turn-ons and turn-offs so you know kind of how to turn each other on? Because here's the thing that I want you to know, Janet, which is men can be, not passionate in a relationship for a variety of reasons. But one of them that, of course, I'm going to touch on because you're in this group is one of the reasons is because they have an avoidant attachment style, and it's their way of creating distance in a relationship. So my question to you is this his way of creating distance because too much intimacy is overwhelming to him? In which case, you may have a situation where it might be very hard for this to change. So, if you haven't been working on it for a while, if you've been working on it for a while and it hasn't changed, I think it's important to ask yourself, how long are you willing to deal with this? If you haven't worked on it, then I highly recommend really working on it. And I would recommend working with if he really wants to work on it and you really want to work on it and you've been together a long time, I would recommend working with a particular kind of sexuality coach that can help him, get into his sexuality a little more, help the both of you. So I'll message you that recommendation that I have, because if this is something you guys both want to work on, then it's totally possible for you to both work on it together. Now, if he doesn't want to work on it, and you've been together a long time, or you have worked on it and hasn't gotten better, and he is avoidant, and he is emotionally unavailable, and he doesn't make you happy, and you feel neglected most of the relationship, or you feel alone in the relationship, then I would highly recommend getting on a call with me or a member of my team by applying for a love breakthrough session. And so the way you do that is you go to empowerlove.us/apply. And I'll put that in the comments as well. So it would be great to get you on the phone so we can help you. And if this is something that's been going on for a long time, you've worked on it, it hasn't improved, and you need help really maybe moving on, or you need help, do you want to keep working on it, or do you want to move on? I would ask you. Or do you need help deciding what you want to do? If you need help deciding what you want to do, if you want to move forward or not, then we can also help you in that decision. So you can apply for a love breakthrough session at empowerlove.us/apply. Okay, so wonderful to chat with you in this cool background. Really loving the whole surfer 80s vibe, and hope you guys are too. Hope you gals are too, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.